sentence seems so absurd, but is this real love, baby? Is this real love, real love? Real love, real love. I know you want it, and if you let me, I can take you there. Yeah, I know you need it, and I can show you what you're missing, babe. Yeah, I know you're worth it. I still feel you on my skin. Don't leave me yearning. I need you to let me in. Real love.
Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to another show match here over at the Learning Fives Discord group. My name is Dan. I'm joined here by Can Opener Dude. How are you?
I'm good. Demos is
Really good at setting us up for introductions.
yeah, and he's also apparently freaking out about something, but that's okay. We don't care. So
It doesn't matter.
we got a game of League of Legends that's happening here
Absolutely.
between two teams that are that the names
Silver
of are
Showmatch PTSD,
yeah.
and the other one didn't come up with a name, so we're just calling them Team Pocket Cookies, coached
Okay.
by the one and only Team Pocket, or I guess Pocket Cookies.
Yeah. And Showmatch PTSD is actually coached by the one and only Belkarama.
The man.
One of our resident casters. Didn't you do your application with him?
I did my application with Wisio.
Okay, yeah. You guys all came in the same season.
Yeah,
so-
the big pool of casters.
the big pool of casters, all the newbies coming in. I'm now officially tenured here at Learning Fives. Woo
Yeah,
woo.
you're a veteran caster, babysitting us noobs.
Because neither Zeta nor Niberia want to cast anymore.
Yeah.
So
Let's talk on about this game that we have
yeah.
here.
So we do have some bands going back and forth. Annie, of course, being banned out.
Oh man,
because
big
of that,
buffs to Annie.
huge
That
buff.
huge range buff is
Huge.
nuts.
There's a reason that it was changed in the first place. I mean,
Yeah,
but
didn't it used to be that big? Oh, Nunu and Willump is locked in by Deb Guy.
yeah, both of them. He locked them both in.
Not just one, not just Nunu, not just Willump. He's got them both.
He's got them both. He's picking both of them. It's probably good that he's picking both of them. If he only played one of them, he probably would only get like one ability.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, how many abilities do you put to each? Do you think it's a 2-2 split, or do you think that Willump has the majority? Because I feel like Willump does the heavy lifting.
Well, the new lore, shows that all of the abilities really come from Willump, but the snowball in particular technically is something that Nunu is doing. So I think Willump gets all of them except the snowball, and then Nunu gets the snowball.
Like the big snowball or like the small snowballs? So the big snowball looks like Willump too.
Yeah, it's the little snowballs, the ones that he throws from the back. So that's which new thing.
I know which partner I want on my team.
Yeah, the one that's not a little kid.
Exactly, the one that's useful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see how useful this Nunu is.
Yeah, we'll see just how useful he is.
All right. Beyond that, we do have the rest of the team picking up some fairly comfortable picks here.
Yeah,
I actually
assume
trimmed.
since this is silver I assume that since this is a silver show match, that most of these champions are comfort picks. So it's probably why you don't see a lot of like the very meta stuff being banned out or picked out. And I actually want to talk about this bot lane, this Caitlyn pick, which is a very, very rare ADC pick in this current meta. But I'm sure that in the show match, it won't matter as much. That it's not like an S tier ADC. What's your opinion?
Yeah, well, this bot lane, this 2v2, I actually scrimmed against Showmatch PTSD twice on Thursday, and without the other is a fantastic Caitlyn player, and so it's definitely one of their comfort picks, and they definitely perform very, very well on that champion. So being able to bully Kai'Sa, Bowser guys, Kai'Sa out of lane will certainly be very, very helpful. So I'm guessing that's why without the other went that pick, just for the lane dominance more than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you pair it with a Nami, and it's very, very dominant with the empowered autos coming out of Nami, and then always the threat of a bubble into a trap is very scary.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a strong pick. There are ways to play around it, and that's why we don't see it as much in pro games, because you don't really need the kind of range and utility that Caitlyn offers in a competitive 5v5 environment
Yeah, as
like the
opposed
LCS.
as opposed to something with more dominance, such as like a Draven or a Lucian or other S tier ADCs such as a Varus. That we have actually see banned out by team Pocket Cookies.
Yeah, the Lucian and the Varus very strong. Jhin as well, also banned out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Team Showmatch PTSD definitely showing that they do respect the ADCs quite actually. Team Showmatch PTSD losing a lot of the ADCs, showing that both these teams respect the ADC position a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That being said, I think that's more or less all we need to touch on just yet, other than the wave clear in the mid lane is certainly going to be rather one-sided. Katarina,
Yeah, absolutely.
not really known for the wave clear, and Ziggs, the preeminent wave clearer in League of Legends, played by one of the workers of League of Legends. So we'll see how this goes for them. The man, the legend, himself. We'll see how that goes. His Ziggs is quite good. There we can't assume genders, otherwise they'll shush us up.
Of course.
We're not going to talk about that. So
Yeah,
anyway,
but definitely like with the jungle assistance as well, the Kindred Katarina definitely poses a potent threat, I would say, to the Ziggs, especially if he uses that satchel to try and push down that tower. Or if he misplaces it or something, then there's definitely a lot of kill pressure here in the 2v2 mid lane. So how do you want to see the Kindred sort of go around the map and set that up?
I would actually like to see Kindred do a lot more outside of ganking, because playing against Nunu has traditionally been difficult, to put it mildly, because Nunu's main job is to make you as useless as he is. Now, he's been changed to be a much more utility-based champion. He's got a lot more CC and a lot more ganking pressure in his kit now. But I imagine... Yeah, a lot less AP. I imagine Deb Guy is going to stick to a more tried and true method of simply moving around the map and trying to nullify Kindred. So I would like to see Kindred sort of take the initiative and bring the fight directly to Deb Guy. And if Taiti can take that fight and sort of establish a dominance over Nunu in the early game, it will certainly hold them in good stead once we do get into the mid game, when they can start scaling up and functioning as a secondary ADC.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, we're just going to pass over to a quick break while we load in. Don't touch those browsers, guys. We'll be right back.
disappear for a night. You could be the stars, you could be the stars for me. Show me that you love me, let the sky so I can see. You give me the stars, you give me the stars for me. Show me that you love me, let the sky so I can see. Under the stars for me. Waste your nights in bars, but save the last drink for me.
All right, everyone, hello, and right now it is just me because we're having a few technical difficulties.
Well, I'm still here, but like,
Well,
just
unfortunately,
can't see anything.
yeah, he can't see anything, so I'm just gonna do all the major talking, and then you can talk about some points that I bring up if I bring them up for you. All
It's like I
right.
can still hear his voice.
Exactly. And so, looking at it right now, we're about 2 minutes into game, and Dev Guy, Nunu, and Willem have both got first blood on Kaisa. So what I'm assuming happened is that there was an invade, or not an invade. I'm not even sure because there were no assists. So it's just a solo kill onto the Kaisa.
All right, well,
It's always good, but there's
I'm into the
a
game
lot
now.
of damage onto Bowser Guy, and he just dies again. And meanwhile, in the top lane, it looks like Crimson Lotus is flashing away, but he will just fall in the end to the Red Smite anyways. And already a first turret falls bot lane due to both deaths coming out of Bowser Guy 62. You're in, Ken?
yeah, I'm in now, and my goodness,
you.
things exploded here.
Yeah, Jesus.
Level 5 already, first tower down. This is the power of Caitlyn, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, especially in non-challenger games, is that you can basically just
They took that
constant
tower
push.
mighty quickly. Oh, and there's the pause.
And there's the pause, and now we will be waiting here for a couple minutes while
Nice.
we wait for Belkar to tell them to unpause. 3 minutes into the future.
Nice. It's always a fun time. Yeah, but overall, just looking across the map, it looks like bot lane is obviously doing very well for Team Showmatch PTSD, who, speaking of which, from top to bottom, let me just introduce them very quickly. We have Crimson Lotus 3 on that Ornn, Deb Guy we mentioned already on Nunu and Willem, Riot Quaggy in the mid lane piloting the Ziggs, and then bot lane we have without the others Caitlyn, supported by Never One on the Nami.
You gotta say it the other way around. It's never one and without the other.
Oh!
And they're
That
playing
makes
against Kindred.
Oh my goodness, never one without the other. I got you. That makes so much sense. That's so cute.
They're a couple, I believe, is what I have been told.
So it's one of those.
Yeah. Well, they could have definitely gone more inappropriate, so I'm glad they went with
Yeah,
this.
this is not bad. Kindred's lore is like Kindred Wrestling Champion is just pretty interesting. So I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this. It's
Yeah. I'm going to introduce the other team now before we get too
absolutely.
far into this. So up in the top lane we have B Crow League
B Crow League is how I'm gonna
BC Row
pronounce it.
League.
I'm gonna
I
say
don't
B Crow League.
because I thought it was like BC Jumpman. You know, I'm not sure. Anyway.
Gotcha.
But no, and then he's up in the top lane playing that Shen. We got Taiti playing Kindred in the jungle. Ardor Maiden in the mid lane on that Katarina. And then Bowser Guy 62. Wonder if he's actually, what would that be? 56? I wonder if he's actually 56.
Huh? Where did that number come from?
No, because 1962. You know, you're supposed to name it after your birthday.
Oh, gotcha. I thought
I wonder if it's
okay,
56. Okay, anyway, and then
I'm gonna
Tiny
think he's
Panther.
not.
And then Tiny Panther on support. Tiny Panther, I have seen several times. They're a very, very good support. They played for a couple teams in the past. Always a pleasure seeing them, especially on their signature Morgana pick.
Yeah, and looks like we are back in game, so perfect timing. And already, Deb Guy and Never One are going to be on that dragon. They're going to secure that really early Inferno Drag. But in the mid lane, Ardor Maiden taking a lot of damage. There is a flash available for Quaggy, but he chooses not to. I think there was a flash. But...
And then there goes the
the
Mastery
snowball! Nunu and Willem charges it in, but they will just run into a wall. Bonk. Easy peasy for Riot Quaggy. Doesn't even need to support Deb Guy.
That was impressive. Bit of
really great drifting there.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there by Ardor Maiden to flash the mastery in that situation.
Just
gonna live to die to regret that, I guess.
Yeah, Tai T here wants to hold this tower. He looks like he will be okay. Just he does take a lot of damage for it though.
Yeah, he won't be able to stick around, but now Bowser Guy and Ardor Maiden are rotating in, so they'll be able to hold it now. The Kindred Mark is on Quaggy.
Ardor Maiden looks like he's going in 1 versus 3. Pops the ult and he tries to kill Riot Quaggy, but he will just run away and die for his sins. A bit ambitious, he tries to go for that big play, but unfortunately was not able to. Meanwhile, top lane, Crimson Lotus just chasing down B Crow League. It doesn't look like much is going to come out of it. A big tank fight here. There's not much energy. He does turn back around. He has to flash. I don't know if it's a bit greedy coming out of B Crow League, but tried to get that return damage. And it looks like it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. Overall, like, Ornn is just an infuriating champion to play against. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we got a snowball.
Deb Guy, here he comes. Nunu and Willem crashes right into Bowser Guy and drops him. Call that frostbite.
That is, yeah, that was impressive, but I'm kind of surprised Tiny Panther didn't actually go with the black shield there. Perhaps it was low mana.
Yeah.
That was on cooldown. I didn't.
Looks like no mana. I'm gonna guess no mana. Or maybe he was just so shocked by the size of this absolute mad lad snowball that he just forgot.
The sled.
Yeah, the absolute unit.
Yeah, I mean, really, this champion is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
In and
now
of
he can
itself.
devour champions. How's that real?
Yeah, I mean that does make you a more useful ability because for the longest time it basically was just let's go secure neutral monsters.
Let's go smite again. You know, it's like I messed up one smite. Good thing I have another smite.
Yeah, and it really wasn't very interesting, but the new one I think is much more interesting. Overall, Nunu's kit is a lot more
Yeah, a lot more.
coherent.
And then also, it's more fun to play. It's not so linear. It's more diversified, and it just makes more sense.
Yeah, the numbers are a bit ridiculous. I do think they need a little bit tuned right now, but that's to be expected with a brand new kind of champion because he really is. The snowball is a mechanic that we really haven't seen beyond Scion's ultimate.
Here he goes again. Ardor Maiden goes in right onto a trap, and in the end will fall. He really wants to make these plays. There's the black shield. Yeah, and easy peasy. He does want to keep going. The Ornn is here. Crimson Lotus wants to make something. Meanwhile, top lane, Tai T wants to go. He drops the Lam's Respite as well as the Stand United, but without the one and never. Wait, I messed that name up. And then will chase down without the other, but the flashes
Without
are
the
not
one and
enough.
never the other.
Exactly, never other and without the one.
Oh, that's a lot of blue particles happening.
Oh my goodness, that is a call of the Forge God down the mid lane. Does not get anything, and Ardor Maiden just wants to keep on going. I think every time I've said something about Ardor Maiden, it's just, he's going again. And Tai T here, without the Lam's Respite, he will get caught right here, fails to jump over the wall, and ends up getting caught by without the other.
Yeah, and even if he had managed to get that jump over the wall, Quavy was already raiding over the wall with a bouncing bomb. So either way, it's just absolute control from Showmatch PTSD.
Oh, absolutely. It looks like they're going to be giving Team pocketcookies Showmatch PTSD. Absolute zero here in the top line, underneath the tower. incredible snowball drifting skills. Deb Guy, the one and only. And it looks like they're just gonna knock down another tower. The Showmatch PTSD is just making the rounds here.
This is, well, it's not 6 minutes in. I do want to point that out, that our spectator client is bugged. It's not 6 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I'd be a bit surprised.
Well-ish?
Yeah, I think we just... Oh, it's 10 on... Okay, it's 10 on the live screen for you guys. For us, we see a little bit of a delay as we have some troubles loading in. But looks like there's a TP here, and they want to just keep on going. Team Pocket Cookies is just forcing a lot of plays. They're just jumping in ahead with the Kaiser here. Bowser Guy wants to keep on chasing, but without the other, knocks him down. They want to go for the next one. He Crowley tries to run away. The satchel knocked away, but the ultimate will knock him down. Boom. Riot Quaggy.
Now I'm starting to realize why they completely dominated my team in their scrims. These guys are really
These guys are
good.
insane. These guys are nuts.
They are completely calm under pressure. Just what, like the constant engages from Ardor Maiden, Bowser Guy going in, Tiny Panther going in. How much did y'all pay for these accounts?
Oh my goodness, that's not very nice.
Let's pretend that didn't happen. Anyway, but yeah, the absolute control and calmness under pressure from Team Showmatch PTSD is absolutely stunning. So, well, so far, well done to them. Obviously, the game's not over yet. Anything can
not
still
at all.
happen.
We can still make it happen, but right now I think it's around like 11, 12 minutes, and they already have a solid 7,000 gold lead. So this game is definitely in the hands of Showmatch PTSD. And Tai T, no! He jumps right into the ore and he gets knocked up, slapped around. He will drop the Lancer Spike, but I don't think it will be enough. There is a taunt coming out from Deep Pro League, and he will limp out the block. The bombs, nothing connects, and Tai T will just walk out. The Call of the Forge God knocks him down. He goes bowling and finds a few members. Called that one a strike. The bouncing bomb does not land on Tai T, but the flash will. Deb Guy secures another kill. Sorry, excuse me. Just so much action.
Call him Trundle because he's fighting some champions.
Oh my goodness. No, this is Willem and Nunu. Come on now.
They got the power of 2.
Yeah. This is 6 versus 5. It's an odd number. It's just not fair.
Well, I mean, Tai T is technically 2 people as well, isn't he?
Actually, Tai T is neither person. Oh, a solo kill. Oh, not. I guess not a solo kill. There was the assist, but without the others, just so huge. Actually, Tai T's not even a person. It's just the entity of death, isn't it? Is Kindred's lore, so they're just short another person here. It's 4v6.
I don't know. I feel like I would prefer to have the embodiment of death as opposed to some random silver person.
That's fair. But under tower, the embodiment of death will try to get Tai T, or Tai T, the embodiment of death gets Crimson Lotus. V Chromix comes in with the Stand United. He will not manage to save Tai T and will fall as well, trading 1 for 2. Not bad considering they just doubled their kills, and both of them on Tai T.
Yeah, that is a bit important, but like, look at how PTSD
Oh my goodness! Look at this damage coming out of without the other, just guns him down. Good night, Bowser Guy.
Yeah, it's just absolute slaughter, and look how they're just continuing to push their advantage even when they do lose members in these fights. They're saying, okay, well, we didn't clean...
Ardor Maiden, once again, going in, does not get either of the daggers. He will try to jump again without the other, but another kill lined up here. Tai T goes in. He will get denied by this tidal wave. The trap lands, the bubble lands, everything lands on Pre-Crow League. The auto's coming out of Riot Quaggy, and he'll get that kill. It's just a bloodbath going on. 18-2, and I think sub 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is looking like the Cloud Templar farewell game in the LCK. Let me tell you, this is
a lot of fighting. We've now reached a 10k gold differential in favor of Showmatch PTSD. Looking at the items, we have, without the other, he's got 2 completed items, whereas my boy Bowser Guy at 62, unfortunately sitting on not even 1.
Yeah, he does not even have the Rage Blade yet. Even at this point, if he got the Rage Blade, he's so far behind that we couldn't even really consider it a power spike.
Now it's just like slightly less behind spike.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you almost want to be going for straight damage instead of building, the attack speed build that you would normally go on Kaisa. You got to build. Yeah, at this point, I'd almost go Bloodthirster.
Honestly, I don't think he'll even finish another item if everything goes as it should for Showmatch PTSD. I like to point out that usually you don't even go Rageblade first. I'm pretty sure the build now. Oh man, the global, or not the global, I guess the super long range ultimates just knocked down Bowser guy.
Quasi.
Yeah, pretty close. Dev guy here, piloting Willem as Nunu, will go under the tower here, pops the stopwatch, and he'll get shut down by B Pro League. The Rift Herald charging into nothing. Shelly gonna line up another one. And it looks like they're just trying to end the game here for Showmatch PTSD. There's the real charge onto the tower, pretty much knocks it down with the satchel. And they're just going for even more. The bomb comes out of Riot Quaggy, forces a flash, but the return flash from without the other kills one more, bringing his score up to 10-0 and 5.
Are we actually going to see a Shelly dance in this game?
I don't think so. The tower damage is too much. High T wants to kill and he turns around. Shelly unfortunately does not get to do his dance. The taunt misses on... Oh, her dance. I apologize. Oh, right, Quaggy! This guy's insane.
I like how you stop in the middle of the team fight. It's like, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, it's her.
Excuse me. It's 2018. I can't assume anything.
Yeah, you
and
can't.
It looks like right over here we have Honor Maiden once again going in, and once again will fall. Oh, easy peasy. Bowser guy about to make a comeback, but it was never meant to be. And in the end, Showmatch PTSD will pull off a very closely fought, very close game win.
It's like 17 minutes.
I give or take 17 minutes.
I mean, the poor kid you're stacking those tears.
Oh man, it's a power spike. Soon he'll spike. Don't worry.
Yeah,
very soon.
That was just absolute dominance. That might be one of the quickest games we've seen in Learning Fives, and I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Just absolute, complete dominance by Showmatch PTSD. I'm starting to rethink that maybe their name doesn't refer to them having PTSD by Showmatch.
I'm thinking that too. I think that their name is for their opponents.
Yeah, it's like they're giving PTSD out. They are a PTSD salesman selling it wholesale.
Not even salesmen. They're like the free samples. It's like
this is Johnny Appleseed of PTSD over here.
Yeah, this is the Costco of Showmatch PTSD. It's just free samples. You go there when you're hungry. You walk out the building full with a $1 hot dog.
And wanting to know what happened.
Exactly.
Well, now we have plenty of time to watch the TSM game before the next game starts.
Don't touch this grass. We'll be back at, I think, 7 and 8. We'll be back with some more show matches.
Yeah,
hopefully they last a bit longer.
Who knows? Yeah, but there is a show match coming up here at 6. That's going to be Potato and Demos are actually going to cast that. So they're going to hop in here and give you one more game. And then we'll be back when Showmatch PTSD brings up another game.
Yeah, they're going to come for the return.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. So we'll catch you all on that flip side.
Yeah. See you later, guys. Catch you soon.